National Parliament congratulated. BPNG steadfast to avoid grey listing. And by-election declarations announced. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Waira. Thank you for joining us. One of the former parliamentarians in the then House of Assembly, Sir Arno Bello, has urged the government and national leaders to protect the Constitution.
He shared this during the 41st anniversary celebration for the Parliament House this morning. Sir Bello, who hails from the Southern Highlands province in Kagwerave district, was a parliamentarian in the year 1968. He shared a brief history on his political journey.
68 from Parliament, second Parliament on Papua New Guinea. To me, yet me no got English now. Me no got travel education. Try me from place long village or big me na me come.
Sir Bello shared an insight on how he was part of the construction of the National Parliament House.
Parliament House design from this Parliament House and me minister works in a supply night. I'm carrying come office for me. I'm carrying come na me looking this design. Me and me na sa one somebody start inside on this design car. Me looking more rock na. Sabra kunduna or some people from country straight and start inside. Now me to I think I'm good for Papua New Guinea na. Me might sign him this design.
He urged the parliamentarians to protect the Constitution.
People are writing here and this is our Kanaka, people are Sindania. People are Sabin Manginas.
The former parliamentarians were flown in from their respective provinces to be part of the anniversary celebration for the National Parliament. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Marape, while reflecting on the 41st anniversary of the National Parliament, thanked Australia for being the country's closest supporter over the years.
The Prime Minister reflected on some of the impact contributions Australia had on Papua New Guinea.
I want to also appreciate the fact that the Australian government gifted us this building. It was financed by Australian government, constructed by a New Zealand Papua New Guinea company.
Prime Minister Marape reiterates on the significance of the Parliament House, which holds the heartbeat of democracy in the nation.
From the wombs of this house, governments are formed. Mr. Speaker, since 1984, 14 governments have been formed in this floor of Parliament.
He paid tribute to our founding father, late Grand Chief Sir Michael Somare, for his earliest contributions.
The Somare generation, and I thank the chiefs from Angora, the Somare generation birthed something out of nothing. It was an abstract in the minds of many. Plenty things none have come up.
He reminded the members of Parliament on Sir Michael's greatest legacy, which is the power of respect.
To what Mr. O'Neill said, it's okay, I'll bring him low, but election come up close to Golo election. Must kill or fight. But the greatest man taught me and all of us the power of respecting his house, even at the cost of his own seat, the fact that law was broken.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Minister for National Planning and Monitoring, Sir Arno Pala, says Papua New Guinea's constitution is one of the most complex constitutions in the world.
Sir Arno said during the pre-independence and independence days, the country's leaders came from villages with few being educated. He said yet they gave the country a very complex constitution.
We need to realize that we need to come back to this issue sometime in the future and sit down and discuss in detail so that we can understand where we came from and where we are now and where we are going. Because at independence, they gave us this document and they were uneducated, almost uneducated, not educated.
He said the Constitution has answers to all the country's problems and questions, adding that what was not written in the Constitution was passed in the organic laws.
The Constitution is comprehensive. Everything you need is written down. And what they didn't write in the Constitution, we've been passing laws to make up for all those gaps. So that's why we've passed so many laws over the years. And if it is not in the Constitution, we go and extend the Constitution by amending the Constitution or by passing organic laws.
Seano added, when members enter the parliament, they enter the standing orders. He reiterated, respect is not written in the parliament, but it is a custom to the parliament to respect the speaker and others regardless of which side members represent.
On this parliament, when we enter this parliament, we enter the realm of the speaker. We enter the realm of standing orders. Sometimes the rules don't apply except the standing orders. And on this parliament, the speaker is the boss. And because of the separation of powers, judiciary, deputy chief justice is the boss. In the executive, prime minister is the boss. But on the floor of parliament, speaker is the boss. So sometimes if he interprets the law, or rather the standing orders, in a certain way, well, you may disagree with him, but you have to support him, because that's how our system works.
Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Bank of Papua New Guinea has revealed that 23 agencies will work collaboratively on anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing issues. BPNG Governor Elizabeth Genia says the aim of this is to ensure PNG avoids being grey-listed in 2026.
During the business breakfast hosted by the Port Moresby Chamber of Commerce and Industry yesterday, BPNG Governor Elizabeth Genia provided an overview of the work PNG government agencies must complete to avoid grey listing in 2026. Grey listing refers to a designation by the Financial Action Task Force, or FATF, indicating that a country has strategic deficiencies in its efforts to combat money laundering, terrorist financing and proliferation financing, but is actively working with the FATF to address these issues. Ms. Genia said work to address the findings of the mutual evaluation is being progressed through the National Coordination Committee. The committee, chaired by BPNG and the Department of Justice and Attorney General, and reports to Treasurer Mr. Ian Lingstaki to the Parliament. Genia said strong political leadership is essential for PNG to meet international standards in combating money laundering. She further highlighted that PNG need to be hard on crime by doing more prosecutions and arrests to show the international community that we are committed to combat these issues. Genia concluded that the committee has already sought international experts and that they aim to make sure PNG is successful in addressing the findings of the mutual evaluation from now till January 2026. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay tuned.
Chicken kebab Dina. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum.
stir fry for you, and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of good pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Dreaming for more than a life we know. There is more to what the future holds. Holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
Does your yard look like this? Do you have a waste oil problem? With Dunlop Carbon Recycling, we have just the solution for you. Millions of liters of waste oil can now be recycled here in PNG. We are certified to receive your waste oil or other oily substance and have them recycled. So let us handle your waste oil problem and have your yard looking like this.
Tonight on Sports Scene, former NRL star Justin Olam in town for rugby workshops. Timothy Tuna prepares for athletics championships.
It's a honor, I'd say, to go and run at Tokyo.
And PNG Kickboxing Federation Stanley Nandex joins us in the studio. Sports Scene tonight at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. The counting process for the Usino-Bundi by-election saw a slow start yesterday, with issues faced by counting officials regarding allowances.
Despite the delay, the allowance and administrative issues were addressed. Officials are working with stakeholders to ensure the process continues. To support security enforcement, Ley and Medang-based police have been deployed to the counting venue. Their focus is safeguarding the counting center, maintaining peace and preventing any disruptions during the counting period. Medang Police Commander Acting Superintendent Robert Baim said they need the cooperation of everyone to make sure they reach the final stage. PPC Baim commended the candidates for coming out to work with police in ensuring their supporters do not disrupt the process. Provincial Administrator Mr. Daniel Haloy and stakeholders have also shown their support. As everyone is anticipating the results, PPC Baim is urging the public not to interfere with the democratic process. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The people of Aitapelumi and Pogara Paila will now have representatives in Parliament after the two declarations were held today. Anderson Mise was elected for Aitapelumi and Gideon Maso Karipe for Pogara Paila.
Of the 4 by-elections underway in the country, 3 declarations have been made so far. The people of Pogara Paila will now have a new member who is the son of the former late member Maso Karipe. Gideon Maso Karipe was declared with a total of 19,223 votes, while his runner-up Dixon Pundi got a total of 13,738 votes. The official declaration was done at 2:40 p.m. today. In his maiden speech, the newly elected member thanked the people of Pogera for electing him as the member for the district. He also acknowledged the security personnel on the ground. Mr. Karipe said he will work alongside ACP Tondop to fix the district. He also apologized to the security personnel regarding incidents during the election process. Mr. Karipe said his intention to contest was to complete the work his father left. A total of 27 candidates contested for the Pogera seat. Strict command and control was maintained by the Joint Security Forces under the command of Western End Commander and Pogera SOE Controller Assistant Commissioner of Police, Joseph Tondop, ensuring a peaceful election, thus indicating a positive future for the Gold Ridge district. The writ is expected to be returned anytime tomorrow as per the Electoral Commission team in Pogera. For the Itapelumi seat, Anderson Mise under the United Resource Party was declared on the first count as he reached the absolute majority during the primary count with a total of 19,780 votes.
19,781 people that supported.
The Osino-Bundi seat is still undergoing the election process. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Member for Abao District, Sir Pukatemu, is of the view that the two arms of government have influenced the legislature.
Sepuka, whilst debating on the importance of Parliament today, said members of Parliament have not accorded the legislator any further called for a reset of the system. He said the government must relook at the system for possibilities of establishing a bicameral system. He added a committee must then be established to look into how the system functions. Sepuka further suggested for the Parliament to have equivalent number of ministers to be permanent committees. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
It has taken 10 years of hard work fixing systems and establishing the Lay City Authority and introducing a multi-pronged approach to solving youth unemployment, crime and economic challenges in Lay. Lay residents are now seeing tangible impacts of good political leadership, with residents actively participating in the district's development.
At Tent City, on the fringes of Lay, teams of casual workers are building drains in preparation for the actual road building that will happen later. The young men who come from the community have been hired as casual laborers to work, the funding coming from the Lay City Authority. This is the first time in 30 years that the roads are being fixed.
Engage mo mangilo walk am sem kaman kim mani ken kambe ken lo mi plo mangilo community. Mi plo tok dengilo aren sans contractors to lo construction company o sem em kam na gimpla walk lo o mangilo community o sem.
And residents are pleased with the upgrade.
Ni mama susam roso member bimpe make this road bimpe mas bimpe kawa footpath. Ni form dun so kapot lo kain road.
Much of it has been done quietly. No big groundbreaking ceremonies, no parties, just announcements, signboards, and lots of work by contractors and locally sourced labor. Every street previously neglected is being improved. Paved roads, concrete sidewalks. The work continues. This is part of a broader series of programs being rolled out. The youth are being given a lot of focus. Through the LCA headed by the Lay MP John Rosso, they are implementing a youth development program funded by the World Bank. This is one of the many footpath projects they've completed in the last 3 months at Erico.
So this training gives us so many things and so many ideas of doing things.
At Bugandi Secondary School, another team is building a drain along a flood-prone section of the school campus. Lay City is taking full advantage of government youth initiatives. So far, several batches of youth have been sent to Australia through the Labour Mobility Program. Several business houses are also part of youth initiatives in Leh. They have recruited dozens of youth through the Youth Internship Program. Amanda Elaitia, National EMTV News.
Western Highlands Provincial Government have announced the 65th Mount Hagen Cultural Show, which will take place on the 15th to the 17th of August at the iconic Queen Elizabeth Park in the heart of Mount Hagen City.
The Mount Hagen Cultural Show has grown to become one of the Papua New Guinea's most prestigious and iconic cultural events, where people celebrate their rich customs, dances, costumes, and rituals. According to the show committee, the grand opening ceremony will commence on Friday, 15th of August 2025 by Gawana Wairapa, alongside key dignitaries from the national government, diplomatic cooperation, and development partners. The opening will feature traditional performance, flag raising, speeches, and moments of cultural significance that will set the tone for the 3-day celebration. More than 50 traditional sing-sing groups are confirmed to participate in the event, each proudly representing their tribe, language, and unique customs. As per the show committee, the 2025 show is expected to draw thousands of local and international visitors, including cultural researchers, photographers, anthropologists, and media outlets. In collaboration with Tourism Promotion Authority and National Cultural Commission, the show committee has worked tirelessly to ensure all logistics, security, accommodation, and hospitality services are prepared to welcome guests. Show Committee Chairman Mr. Pim Mamdi has extended an open invitation to the people of Western Islands, other provinces, and international community to attend this significant event. Mr. Mamdi said, in preparation for the influx of visitors, the provincial government and its show committee, in partnership with Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary, has put comprehensive security measures in place to ensure public safety throughout the 3 days event. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
And now we take a look at the Nest Fund Market Report. The kina closed lower at $0.2410 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2335, $0.3564 Australian dollars, 0.192 euro, 34.3 Japanese yen. Looking at the commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed higher, copra closed unchanged, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading lower, copper closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading lower, the All Ordinaries is trading lower. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay tuned.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now. nationwide polio immunization campaign will be conducted in August and September 2025 to immunize all children under 10 years, even if they have received polio immunization previously. The campaign will also create an opportunity to provide free integrated health services for eligible children, including vitamin A supplement, deworming tablets, and routine immunization against vaccine-preventable diseases. The first round will be implemented in mainland PNG provinces and later in the NGI region. Polio immunization will be carried out in health facilities by outreach and mobile teams and schools in your communities. Parents, caregivers, and community leaders, including lower primary school teachers, are strongly advised to ensure all under 10 years old children are brought for polio immunization. Remember, prevention is better than cure. Immunize your child. Act now.
This is a message from the Department of Health of Papua New Guinea.
So fresh, so clean with Sudso.
You're watching National EMTV News. The Madang Provincial Health Authority Board have announced Dr. Martin Damon as the new permanent Chief Executive Officer of the Madang Provincial Health Authority. Chairman of the Madang Health Authority Board, Dr. Boga Figa, said the appointment was made after diligent and merit-based selection processes were conducted by the board and its key stakeholders. The Teaching Service Commission has taken a major step towards improving teacher appointment processes across the country. A 2-week workshop in Mount Hagen wrapped up last Friday, aiming to strengthen data management and streamline teacher-related operations in the Highlands region.
The Teaching Service Commission concluded a 2-week intensive workshop on Friday, August 1st in Mount Hagen, bringing together education officers from all 6 Highlands provinces. The focus of the workshop was to update and enhance the teachers' appointment management system. Participants received hands-on training in key areas such as teacher appointment, both acting and substantive position, auditing, school structure alignment, and teachers' recruitment processes. The program also covered technical aspects of teacher management, including allowances based on school location, monthly performance returns, recreational leave, fare tracking, and exit planning. TSC Chairman Samson Wangiomi emphasized that teacher affairs are a shared responsibility and that this initiative will greatly support and improve their appointment process. Chimbu Provincial Education Advisor Kutna Babwick, speaking on behalf of the participants, commended the Commission for its efforts. She emphasized the importance of accurate and timely data in making effective education decisions. She added that the inclusion of allowances like higher duty allowance and disadvantaged school allowance gave participants more complete view of teacher profile and support mechanism. Babwick said the workshop strengthened their understanding of the evolving teacher management system and enabled them to make more informed decisions at the provincial level. The workshop is part of a broader national effort with similar training sessions planned for the Momase, Southern and New Guinea Highland regions in the coming months. The Commission says empowering provincial officers with tools for better teacher management is vital to improve education outcomes in the country. Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
A program called Resist NCD was launched yesterday evening through a partnership between PNG government and the George Institute for Global Health, Clinton Health Initiative, and the University of New South Wales. Resist PNG aims to build a resilient, people-centered health system for diabetes and hypertension prevention and control in Papua New Guinea.
With non-communicable disease, including hypertension and diabetes, ranking as new top killers, Resist NCDC aims to provide policies, programs and services that will be accessible, equitable, affordable, high quality and resilient to public health threats. The Secretary for Health said the food industry in the country needs to be controlled by law.
At the moment, the food industry is not controlled one bit. The alcohol industry is not being controlled. All other industries are not being controlled.
He said health checks need to be carried out for public servants.
I went to Secretary for Public Service and said, let's examine all our public servants to make sure everyone has no diseases and all that. So, and then we are going to go into the legislation, and head of legislation is here, so he's going to support us.
Secretary for Department of Justice and Attorney General is in support of this. He said the public servants are an easy target.
I really want us to target the public servants because it's easy for us. It's 130,000 public servants. So you talk about 130,000 having an impact within their families and within their communities, and that would be already an easy target.
Resist NCD is a 4-year country initiative that supports government in Fiji, Papua New Guinea, the Philippines, Vietnam and Cambodia, and supported with funding by the Australian government through the Partnership for a Healthy Region initiative. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
The government has welcomed the proposed sale of oil and gas company Santos to a United Arab Emirates oil company. Minister for International Trade and Investment Richard Maru revealed this in Parliament recently.
During question time on Tuesday's Parliament session, Minister Maru, while responding to a question raised by the opposition, revealed the proposed sale of Santos to XRG Consortium. XRG Consortium is also the international investment arm of Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, or ADNOC.
It is interesting at the back of these discussions, the national gas company, oil and gas company, ADNOC, has now expressed the interest to buy out Santos at a cost of 18 billion Australian dollars. Santos operates in both Papua New Guinea and Australia.
The acquisition of Santos will cost over 50 billion kina, according to recent reports. Minister Maru said this is a confident boost for the country's economy.
This will be a very significant investment if this purchase goes through. But it is subject to agreements by both the South Australian government and the PNG government. We are assessing that, and it can only be done if it's in our national interest in law.
This newsroom will give further update on the status of the proposed sale going forward. Pakatambo, National EMTV News.
Kokoda Trail Motel is assisting a local Papua New Guinean, Robin Sedvano, in his effort to prevent soil erosion with the use of a plant called vetiver.
Robinson Vano, the founder of Eagle Veta System Limited, is planting the Veta grass to counter erosion in and around Papua New Guinea. Mr. Vano says the plant is originally from India and was introduced to Papua New Guinea a long time ago. He says the roots of the grass can grow about 3 meters into the ground to hold the soil together.
In terms of the root, initially it can grow up to about 3 meters. As per my trial, in the first month it can grow up to about a meter. 1 month, 1 meter. Between 3 months it would have already reached about 3 meters.
The grass helps in controlling water in the soil and is a bioengineering grass that will not grow wild but only grow where it is planted.
And the gluttony, vetiver gluttony for water is very high. It means that where there is no water, it has to put the roots very fast to search for water. So in conditions like this, and you wouldn't believe it too, like in areas where there is no water, it restores water. When there is too much water, it takes out extra water.
The plant can be a substitution to the traditional brick walls that are built to secure soil erosions.
In terms of the strength, like I said earlier, it's about 75 MPa, megapascal. And the normal bricks that we use is about 28. And on the bridge, 32. But this is more than... Okay, in terms of planting on slopes...
Mr. Wano has a nursery of vetiver grass in Leh and in Goroka. He has been engaged in several community projects to prevent soil erosion. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
Today marks the 41st anniversary for the Parliament House since its opening in 1984 by the then Prince Charles and now King Charles III.
Students from schools within the 4 regions and other invited guests gathered at the Parliament vicinity this morning to commemorate this important day. The highlight of the event was the attendance of former parliamentarians in the likes of Father John Momis, Sir John Caputin, Sir Parua Kuri, and Lady Josephine Abijah. The Speaker of Parliament, Job Pomat, said the Parliament was built not only as a place for decision-making, but as a house for all the people with public opinions. It stands at the heart of our nation.
But as a house for all the people of Papua New Guinea. It stands at the heart of our nation, a place where our leaders, elected by the people, come together to debate.
The chair for the Constitutional Committee who drafted Papua New Guinea's constitution, Father John Momis, said politics is the noblest of scientists in the natural order.
You need him for a good law, good system or something. You work him law, no good, you put on more man. Thank you very much.
He said parliamentarians elected are servants of the people. Another legislator, Sir John Caputin, reflected on the leadership of the past.
This building was designed by architects and workers of the former Department of Works.
Amanda Elaitia, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News returns after the break with Truka Sports. Details after the break.
They're gold nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack. Get a burst of gold nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow.
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow.
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow.
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow.
When you're on the go, one more.
Get that burst of gold nuggets flavor.
Mega wow.
Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Your stay, your house, your home.
From humble beginnings 30 years ago, Daytech is now the largest communications technology solutions and services provider in PNG. We have intensified our solution and service offering with sound business practices and a strong affiliation with some of the largest technology providers in the world. Daytech does not only strive towards supplying goods with total customer satisfaction, but we innovate and provide value-added services. Daytech, innovative solutions, valued services.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
The trend is really alarming.
Monday night on In Focus, we hold discussions with UNAIDS country director about the prevalence of HIV/AIDS in Papua New Guinea.
The latest statistics show that the number of new infections in Papua New Guinea has been steadily increasing in the last 10 years and has reached 11,000.
That's on Monday night.
Tukai Sports.
Welcome to Truka Sports. At Amini Park earlier this week, the PNG Lewas took a break from cricket for something very different, a musical tribute.
The national women's cricket team joined visiting Australian singer-songwriter Vin Henley in a special sing-along, honouring the Motu and Potters, carriers and soldiers who played a vital role during World War II. The highlight was an inspirational talk pissing version of We Will Overcome, sung for the first time in PNG. The song is set to feature in the upcoming documentary about Australians who were countless during the war. The session brought emotion and unity as sport met song in a heartfelt moment of remembrance.
You may win one time, you may win one time,
Vince's brother Tom Helly, who volunteers with Cricket PNG development team, has played a vital role in cricket development across the Pacific. His teaching and coaching efforts continue to inspire young players in PNG. The Lewas voices raised in tribute marked more than a performance. It was a cultural bridge connecting past and present through music. This mini gathering was a small but a powerful reminder of how shared stories and community spirit continue to shape cricket and national memory in PNG. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
It was a thrilling weekend in Kerema as the revived local basketball league crowned its 2025 men's and women's champions.
The Kerema Basketball League wrapped up its 2025 season in style over the weekend, marking a powerful return of sport after 7 years of silence. A packed crowd at Kerema Town witnessed two mightier grand final showdowns as the women's and men's division battled it out for the title. In the women's division, the KCS's Kings dominated the Drifters with a commanding 56-19 point win. Captain Edith Nom led from the front, scoring 29 points, but it was Loretta Opa who stole the spotlight, putting a near flawless state line and ending the season's MVP award. Point guard Maria Viamba also played a key role, locking down the Drifters' offense. The men's grand final was a close contest. The Crackers held off mixed mates 40 points to 32, with MVP Manoa Morris leading the charge. His 16 points and strong all-round play were matched by teammate Denk Awa's 19-point performance. KBL President Sepu Sampson thanked the community and the key sponsors, including Take Back Kerema and Gulf Provincial Sports Trust, for their support. President Sepu said this was about community bringing back what we lost. The KCS's Kings and Crackers are now officially 2025 KBL champions as Kerema basketball looks ahead to brighter future. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
We'll be back with more of Truka Sports after the break. Stay tuned.
True Kai Sports.
Share the love with Gullah Ice Cream. Gullah Cone Ice Creams, Gullah Stick Ice Creams, and Gullah Classic Tub Ice Creams. Happiness begins with the Gullah range of fun flavors which create taste adventures and excitement with every bite. Treat yourself. Share with a friend while chilling. The whole family will enjoy. Everyone has their favorite. Which one is yours? Share the love with Gullah Ice Creams.
Gullah, Gullah, yum.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
So fresh, so clean with Sunso.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
From humble beginnings 30 years ago, Daytech is now the largest communications technology solutions and services provider in PNG. We have intensified our solution and service offering with sound business practices and a strong affiliation with some of the largest technology providers in the world. Daytech does not only strive towards supplying goods with total customer satisfaction, but we innovate and provide value-added services. Daytech, innovative solutions, valued services.
Join me on House and Home for all your home and lifestyle improvements.
It's not rocket science. And many of these things too, like I didn't go to school, I teach myself.
From Hatok Mom, health and fitness, interest stories, gardening tips, out and about, pet care, and many more. Join me every Tuesday 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Truka Sports. A big weekend of Money Plus Port Moresby AFL action will see teams battle it out at the Colts Oval as teams prepare for the 2025 Premiership Cup.
In Game 12 of the Money Plus Port Moresby AFL 2025 Premiership Cup, teams are ready for another exciting weekend of football. On Saturday, the Reserve Division will see Gereka Bombers take on West Eagles, while Skyroos will face Gordon's Kokofas. In the women's division, Skyroos play Concept Koboni. For the senior men's, Gereka Bombers go head-to-head with West Eagles and Skyroos take on Gordon's Kokofas. On Sunday, the Reserve Division features TSI Lamana Dokas against University Tigers and Concept Koboni facing Geru Magpies. In the women's match, Gereka Bombers play TSI Lamana Dokas. In the senior men's, TSI Lamana Dokas will take on University Tigers and Concept Koboni faces Geru Magpies. On bye, see Swans and Hawks in men's division and Geru Magpies in the women's divisions. In the current standings, West Eagles, Lamanadokas, Gerho Magpies, Gordon's Kokofas and Concept Koboni lead the men's senior division in top 5. In the reserves, top 5 are Gordon's Kokofas, Taikone Hawks, University Tigers, West Eagles and Skyroos. In the women's division, Gerho Magpies are on top, followed by Skyroos, West Eagles, Concept Koboni and Gereka Bombers. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Moving to overseas sports, and in the AFL, Michael Voss is still Carlton's coach for now, despite a marathon board meeting that happened at club headquarters last night.
It went for about 5 hours, Mel, and the under-pressure coach, who is contracted for next year, he drove past a waiting media pack without speaking as the board had that epic meeting. Now, the board meeting was already scheduled, but it was a long one, and it comes just 2 days after Melbourne sacked Premiership coach Simon Goodwin. Meanwhile, in another blow to Carlton, host broadcaster Channel 7 has opted not to air the final round match between the Blues and the Bombers, which has been scheduled for prime-time Thursday night football. Imagine that, Mel. They're just giving up this slot and letting Fox Sports broadcast it. That will show you where the two clubs are at. That will have been discussed at the board meeting too, and it's going to be fascinating to see what happens with Michael Voss, because Simon Goodwin being sacked means Melbourne are in the market for a new coach. If Carlton want to get in the market, they're going to have to do that soon.
The British and Irish Lions were heavily beaten by Australia 22-12 in a dramatic weather-delayed tough test in Sydney.
Turns out the Wallabies, August, do you like that fixture, against the British and Irish Lions at Stadium Australia has defeated even the pop stars. Ticket sales, of course, the Wallabies with a win over the Lions at the weekend. It netted just over $20 million on the gate. Can you believe it? Making it the biggest single-day income in the ground's history. But don't you worry, Mel, there's no bad blood with Tay-Tay, because she took home just over $19 million.
That's all for Trukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Telecom is offering 2 phones at one price. This is a Telecom 121 and Telecom A551, bundled at the price of 199 kina. T121 phone features include 4G compatibility and camera, while the A551 phone features dual SIM and an AF camera. Great value and PNG owned sure feels good. Drop into your nearest Telecom store or kiosk today to grab that pair-perfect phone deal.
Nationwide polio immunization campaign will be conducted in August and September 2025 to immunize all children under 10 years, even if they have received polio immunization previously. The campaign will also create an opportunity to provide free integrated health services for eligible children, including vitamin A supplement, deworming tablets, and routine immunization against vaccine-preventable diseases. The first round will be implemented in mainland PNG provinces and later in the NGI region. Polio immunization will be carried out in health facilities by outreach and mobile teams and schools in your communities. Parents, caregivers, and community leaders, including lower primary school teachers, are strongly advised to ensure all under 10 years old children are brought for polio immunization. Remember, prevention is better than cure. Immunize your child. Act now.
This is a message from the Department of Health of Papua New Guinea.
Does your yard look like this? Do you have a waste oil problem? With Dunlop Carbon Recycling, we have just the solution for you. Millions of liters of waste oil can now be recycled here in PNG. We are certified to receive your waste oil or other oily substance and have them recycled. So let us handle your waste oil problem and have your yard looking like this.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
Tonight on Sports Scene, former NRL star Justin Olam in town for rugby workshops. Timothy Tuna prepares for athletics championships.
It's a honor, I'd say, to go and run at Tokyo.
And PNG Kickboxing Federation Stanley Nandex joins us in the studio. Sports Scene tonight at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may hold him and walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The MoneyPlus weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy in the afternoon with possible isolated showers. Popondetta, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. To the Momasa region, Lay City, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Vanimo, partly cloudy with periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. To the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, partly cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Buka, partly cloudy with possible afternoon evening showers. To the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, partly cloudy afternoon evening with possible showers and thunderstorms. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, partly cloudy with possible afternoon and evening showers.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that concludes the news, sports and weather for Thursday, the 7th of August, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Bye for now.